Uh, so what I am telling is now right time. If we want to embrace change in the community, we have to come forward for not only systemic approach, but we have to come forward with strategic approach. And if we apply strategic approach with good collaboration and good teamwork, we will get not only output, but we will get outcome, what we want. So, my last line as a way forward for this session on this World Ozone Day, let's commit to making peace with our planet. Let's commit to build on the success of the Montreal Protocol to show what international cooperation at the best can achieve. Let's come forward all with excellent collaboration and collective efforts for protecting ozone layer towards achieving sustainable development goals. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, sir. That was really a wonderful burst coming up from you. And that was a totally a different aspect that we could look after. And yes, of course, when we talk about all these developments, so it is not like we should be talking about any kind of collaborations at the national level, but we have to think of about international collaborations, international support, in fact, and in fact, is how the countries are helping each other. That is very, very important. Thank you very much for such a wonderful insight. And now, thank you, Sudhi Joshi, sir. And with this, I would like to move to our next speaker, Dr. Revati, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Namaste. Thank you, Anjali Qureshi, ma'am, Ravi, sir, and Dr. P.K. Rajput, sir. After a long time, Rajput, sir, namaste. I'm very happy to.
नमस्ते 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 हम कल से आपको याद कर रहे थे डॉक्टर रेवती मैम कल से आप पूछना रवि साहब से बाद में बात करना yesterday we are remembering you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, sir. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. So welcome all the stalwarts here. So yes, of course, climate variation is one of the major concern of 21st century and an intensely affected topic. So climate change has affected almost all the facets of human life, and its effect on health, though not clearly visible, is of particularly concern. So it is only in last few decades that it is receiving attention, and even if it is sporadic and non-uniform throughout the world. So climate change is linked to health in several ways, and its effects are multidimensional. So please imagine a world where entire cities vanish beneath rising seas and once fertile turn to desert. So this isn't a distant nightmare. This is the future we face unless we act on climate change today. So today, I would like to address a presenting issue that affects the livelihoods of countless people, the impact of climate change on agriculture and food security also. So various scientists, politicians, and media may use the term climate crisis or the climate emergency to talk about climate change and may use the term global heating instead of global warming. So climate change has various harmful effects. In a recent climate change has become the most important issue, and climate change directly affects our health through temperature related illness and several weather events. So indirectly it lead to food and water borne diseases. So shortage of clean water, then inadequate food supplies. So the broader impacts on overall well-being are significant. So as public health relies on access to the self-drinking water, sufficient food, and stable living conditions, so developing the countries in particular face heightening vulnerabilities and must prioritize these critical issues. So it's essential that we address these challenges to safeguard on health and future also. So climate change is a real uh, threat to our entire civilization. So the effects are already visible and will be catastrophic unless we act now. So through education, through some innovation and adherence to our climate commitments, we can make a necessary changes to provide the planet. So in India also, lives are lost due to extreme heat each year. So the imbalance and the fluctuations in uh, atmospheric temperatures are uh, pressing the concerns due to their impact on heat waves and floods, which directly threaten human life. So, the negative effects of rising temperatures on our health have become increasingly clear in today's changing climate. So, there the extreme heat is common reality, and we must recognize these changes and take action to protect our communities and ensure a healthier future for all. So, the challenges for farmers also, so they can also face to poor rainfall, then rising the temperature and frequent droughts. So these factors are shrinking agriculture and threatening to the food security. So with the loss of water harvesting systems, then overuse of groundwater and soil erosion, farmers are struggling to maintain their livelihoods. So in recent decades, we have seen a significant warming uh, trend across the globe. So this is largely due to the continuous the emission of greenhouse gases. So it leading to the rising temperatures, so melting glaciers and more extreme weather events. So experts predict that these emissions could increase the global the temperature by 2 to 7 degrees Celsius. So studies on the climate change consistently highlight the critical uh, parameters like temperature changes, then shift in precipitation and rising sea level. So it's crucial we take action now to address these challenges. So who is responsible for this climate change? Of course, the carbon dioxide produced by human activities is the largest contributor to global warming. By 2020, its concentration in the atmosphere had risen to 48%, above its the pre-industrial level before 1750, I think. So other greenhouse gases are emitted by human activities in smaller quantities. So it's a high time for mankind to realize the fact of changing environment and determine their future. So many families once reliant on the traditional farming have been forced to seek the alternate sources of income, and this shift has also led to changes in diet. So with the decline of nutritious crops like the millets and pulses, so resulting in poorer health and weaker immunity. So however, there is a hope. Farmers have already taken steps to adopt by focusing on soil and water conservation, then restoring water harvesting systems and making careful use of water resources. So these efforts are also essential to safeguard their crops and also for their futures. So global warming is for real. So every scientist knows that now, and we are now on our way to the destruction of every species on earth if we don't pay attention and reverse our course. So this line are by Theodore Sorensen. So he also once said that environmental education should start at the school level to pass on our rich heritage to future generation. So that we must treat our natural resources as valuable assets. So ensure they are passed down, not diminished. Let us commit to nurturing this planet for those who will follow us. So, moving forward, it's crucial that we continue to support and implement effective adaptation strategies to help farmers cope with the ever increasing impacts of climate change. So together we can ensure a more sustainable and secure future for all. So while climate change cannot be stopped, okay, so it can be solved to avoid the worst consequences of climate change. So we will need to reach net zero carbon emission by 2050 or sooner. So let zero means that no balance, no more carbon is dumped into the atmosphere, that is taken out. So as the impact of climate change become more frequent and more severe, they will create, and in every cases, they already are creating crisis for people and nature around the world. So many types of extreme weather, uh, including the heat waves, heavy downpours, and wildfires are becoming stronger and more dangerous. So these are my views regarding to this topic, advanced climate action. So thank you, Rajput sir. Thank you, Anju ma'am. Thank you, Ravi sir, for giving me this golden opportunity for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Revati ma'am. And you always rock with your words. And today it was really very remarkable, and especially as you raised the issues of the farmers, because we know that the place where we live, especially in Maharashtra, it is a very great issue that is being discussed every day. We need to even worry about farmers. We just talk about ourselves, okay, the ozone layer is depleting and something is happening to us. We are facing so much rise temperatures during the summers and all. But yes, raising the farmers issue through this, that is really, really very great. Thank you, ma'am, for those wonderful words. And I hope we have you. Yes, Rajput sir, yes, she's really rocked the session today. And now it's time to move to another speaker. Do we have Animesh Agrawal, sir?
And Anju ma'am, I'll be taking leave now. Okay, so my
Okay.
thank you to everybody, right, to be here. Thank you so much, and have a lovely session after a long time. And I think this session is going to ignite and inspire Engineer Raviji to come once again on the multiple
Yeah,
online session as well. Thank you, Shukriya. Thank you. Good night. Good Hafiz. Bye bye. Have a safe Sunday. Bye bye.
it's Animesh, sir. So now it's your turn. We'd like to listen from you. On
Yeah, yeah. Hello. Good evening, Anju ma'am. Good evening, PK Rajput sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, IDYM, for giving me this opportunity to speak about World Ozone Day. So let me share my screen first. I think it is visible. So my name is Dr. Animesh Agrawal. So today I am going to present a topic on World Ozone Day, Advancing Climate Action. World, as we all know, as PK Rajput sir has has told us that World Ozone Day has been celebrated annually on September 16 to raise awareness about the importance of the ozone layer, its depletion, and successful global efforts to protect it. As we all know, as we all have studied about the ozone layer, this is a very much important layer which is in the stratosphere zone of the uh, climate and which protects the UV rays. And UV rays, we all are knowing that UV rays are how much uh, harming, how much harmful for the living beings. So, importance of the ozone layer. So, ozone layer, as we discussed about that, ozone layer protection from the harmful UV radiation. So, the ozone layer acts as a shield, absorbing most of the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation, preventing it from reaching the Earth's surface. As we already know that ozone layer is a protecting layer and which protect us from the ultraviolet rays, which can cause the skin cancer to the human beings and the living beings. Life on the earth. So there are many human beings and living beings are present in the earth. So without the ozone layer, life on the earth, as we know, it would be impossible. UV radiation is a powerful mutagen causing DNA damage and increasing the risk of skin cancer, cataracts, and other health problems. It also harms plant and marine life. So, as we all know that ozone layer is very much important, and the formation of ozone is the three molecules of the ozone. So, the chemical composition of the ozone is O3, and it is depleting day by day. So, many of the regulatory systems are there which are working in the ozone layer depletion to protect the ozone layer depletion, and they are working, but it is not the one man army which can protect the ozone layer. So we all have to join our hand to protect the ozone layer. Threats to ozone layer, as we all know, that chlorofluorocarbon is the most affecting thing which depleting the ozone layer. So ozone depleting substances, human-made chemicals are the most responsible for depletion of the ozone, such as chlorofluorocarbons. Previously, it was used in the fridge, in the AC, and day by day, we are using in the industrial processes. So it is again the chlorofluorocarbon has been used, is being used in the many of the industrial processes. So the government has strict the regulatory system to prevent the ozone layer. Because of the depletion of the ozone layer, climate change is happening. As we are seeing in the current scenario, that the temperature are increasing day by day. Summer is going to more hot. So this is again the threats to ozone layer. So next, internationally effort to protect the ozone layer. So in 1985, Vienna Convention for Protection of the Ozone Layer has been formed. This convention established a framework for international cooperation to address the ozone depletion problem. Later on, 1987, the Montreal Protocol on Substances that Deplete the Ozone Layer. So this is the organization Montreal who is working on the to protect the ozone layer depletion, and ongoing efforts, as the ongoing efforts are by the government agencies, and many of them are working and they are planting the trees. So international efforts continue to monitor ozone layers levels. And one more thing I wanted to mention here, in 1980 the ozone layer was in the peak, means it was very good condition, but as the day are passing, the ozone layer are depleting. So the monetary protocol, monetary organization has think thought about this thing, and they are protecting the ozone layer. And we have to present, we have to plant the trees as much as we can. So the monetary protocol, a landmark agreement. So phasing out ODS, so ozone depletion substances. ODS, the full form is ozone depletion substances. The Montreal Protocol set legally binding targets for the phase out of ODS production and consumption. This has been achieved through a gradual reduction schedule with deadlines for eliminating specific chemical, scientific assessment, and international cooperation. These are the two organizations which are working to prevent the ozone layer. So the achievement and milestone, what we have achieved so far. So ozone layer recovery. So Montreal Protocol has uh, been established, and they have they will return to pre-1980 levels, as I discussed in pre-level of 1980. The level of the ozone was very good, and this is a testament to effectiveness of international action. Reduced UV radiation. So the industrial policies and the government policies are working on to reduce the radiations. Global success story. The Montreal Protocol is a global success story demonstrating the power of international cooperation to address environmental challenges. It has inspired other global agreements and set a precedent for tackling climate change. So again, the remaining challenges and emerging threats. So illegal trade of ODS. So as we can see that illegal approach are taking care by the many industrial persons, that they are again and again, after so many policies, again and again they are producing the chlorofluorocarbon, so which is harmful for the ozone layer. New ozone depleting substances, new chemicals are constantly being developed and introduced into the market. It is essential to monitor these chemicals and ensure that they do not pose a threat to ozone layer. Climate change impacts, as we are living in the earth, and we are seeing that the plantation are very much important, and everyone are not motivated to plant new trees. So this will affect the climate change, and because of that, greenhouse effects are increasing day by day. So that is again the main challenge for the ozone layer. So as we can see here, there are the sun who's emitting the ultraviolet rays, and ozone layer is on the stratosphere, and we are the living beings are living in the troposphere. So we have to work on the troposphere, that we can protect our stratosphere's ozone layer, that we have to plant our tree, we have to increase the campaign. And as we can see that the literate persons are more as compared to the illiterate persons. So we have to start the campaign to promote the thinking of the uh, human beings, that we have to produce more and more plants. So next is individual and community involvement. So reduce your footprints. As we are aware that we are using polythene, which is very harmful for the environment. So that we have to reduce. Spread awareness. We have to start the campaign regarding the plantation. Support organization. We have to support the organization, like they have to reduce the chlorofluorocarbon, and the researchers has to promote the any second thought for the chlorofluorocarbon. The role of innovation and technology. So we can again start the using of the renewable energy technologies like solar panels. We are very much capable that we can generate the electricity by the solar panels. So it is the high time to shift towards the renewable energy. Nowadays, government and government of India are promoting the renewable energy. So many EV vehicles are there to promote the renewable energy sources. So again, the second solution is to promote the sustainable solutions. Sustainable solutions as that we have to recycle the things. We have to recycle the electronic items. We have to recycle the batteries and other things. So this must be taken care of very much. And the circular economy is there. So the concept behind the circular economy is there, that we can recycle the things, we can recycle the electronic wastages. So this is the main thing. We have to promote the uh, living beings to uh, to plant more and more trees. So we have to shift towards the renewable energy. We have to think about the sustainable solutions. So this was the my presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, IDYM team, for letting me in this wonderful presentation. Thank you so much, Anju ma'am.
Thank you so much, Animesh sir. And it was again a very wonderful and amazing presentation coming up on the platform of IDYM. And like you talked about so much things, and the most catchy line was like, it is individual's responsibility. When we talk about like, yes, we have to reduce the carbon footprints, we have to embrace renewable energies. But yes, it is our own responsibility how we take up all those things and then we spread awareness. So that was really very great thing. And thank you for joining in with us. And thanks for the insightful sharing.
Thank you.
And now, yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So now let's move on to our next speaker, Dr. Hemant Yadav, sir. Nahid Raza, sir, are you there?
There, very much there, ma'am.
Yes, sir, please go.
Very much.
So welcome, sir, and now I hand over the session to you. Over to you.
To me, ma'am.
So yes, sir.
Yeah,
You're the
thank you,
speaker.
thank you very much, ma'am. Climate change today, it is very good topic today we are discussing, and it is outstanding. So actually I read recently one book, no, the one thing. So here I would like to emphasize that we need to do the most important thing, that is sapling a billion, planting a billion saplings. So why should we plant? Why should we plant? To combat climate change, reverse deforestation, improve air quality, enhance biodiversity, support wildlife habitat, prevent soil erosion, maintain water cycles, reduce greenhouse gases, create natural barriers, promote ecosystem services, increase oxygen production, absorb carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide remains in atmosphere for 100 years, regulate weather patterns, support pollination, maintain soil health, reduce noise pollution, improve water quality, enhance natural beauty, support sustainable land use, protect endangered species. Now, how can men be benefited? We sapiens create jobs and income, improve livelihoods, enhance community engagement, foster education and awareness, support sustainable development, promote ecotourism, improve health and well-being, reduce poverty, empower local communities. Right? When power is when we have proper forestation, right, we have proper water. When proper water is there, people are empowered to have water, and girls do not fetch water. They, in place of fetching water, they go to school, so children are more educated. When we plant more and more sapling, right, enhance food security, provide natural resources, support traditional practices, improve disaster resilience, create community spaces, foster social cohesion, support indigenous rights, promote sustainable agriculture, enhance community pride, support human rights, right? Economic benefits, generate income from forestry, support sustainable forestry, create eco-friendly industries, promote ecotourism revenue, enhance property values, support reforestation efforts, reduce environmental costs, create green jobs, support carbon credits, enhance natural resource management, reduce infrastructure cost, support sustainable land use, promote eco-friendly products, create sustainable support chains, enhance community investments, support green infrastructure, reduce waste management cost, promote sustainable agriculture, support renewable energy, create eco-friendly technology. Right? Some practical tips. Choose native species, prepare soil property, water efficiency, mulch and compost, monitor and maintain. So there are lot many benefits if we do one thing, that is planting saplings. So in schools, at home, right, in offices, we can plant on the side of roads. It could be done. You will see immense benefit. We today need of the hour is to do only one thing. Thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. So that was really wonderful that just by a single activity like planting trees, planting saplings that you say. So how remarkable changes can be made, and especially when we talk about protecting our environment. So that was really a very great and inspiring speech from you. Thank you very much for joining with us, and thank you for the wonderful insight. And now I would like to call upon our next speaker, Devashri Bhattacharya ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please ma'am. Would like to listen to you.
Thank
Switch
you
on
so
your
much,
video,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
जैसा अपन 200 बच्चे भी
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, you are audible,
Uh,
ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Welcome everyone to this presentation on World Ozone Day, Advancing Climate Action. Today we'll explore about the significance of World Ozone Day, understand the importance of the ozone layer and the challenges it faces, and how we can contribute to its protection. Let me share my screen first. Hope it's visible.
Yeah, it is visible, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I'm Devashri Bhattacharya, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, Rumta College of Engineering and Technology, Bhilai. So World Ozone Day is celebrated on September 16th each year. This day serves as a reminder of global efforts taken to protect the ozone layer. The theme this year is Advancing Climate Action, emphasizing the relationship between the ozone layer protection and climate change. The ozone layer acts as a protective shield, filtering harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun, which protects all life on Earth. However, human activities such as the release of ozone depleting substances, ODS, have changed this layer, leads to increased UV radiation reaching to Earth's surface. Additionally, climate change impact can affect the ozone layer recovery. The Montreal Protocol, a global success story. As Animesh sir already discussed about